pull up the recording. Everybody say hi to YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Wait, Tom, is that Tom Atlantean, Tom? Because if so, you called me earlier and I need to talk to you. I just didn't get a chance to call you back. I had a busy ass day. Hey, what's up, bro? Yeah, sorry, I haven't called you back. I was out fucking doing errands and I had my buddy pick up I had to help my buddy pick up his toolbox from his old job that he just quit. So I was out and about, but anyway, you want to hear some new shit I'm cooking? Little liney flip.
Bass Surgeons.
This shit's nuts. Fucking crazy tune, dude. Crazy tune. The liney flip goes nuts. Yeah, good old jump bros. And then I just recreated the whole melody and all that goodness. Oops, I don't know why I got disconnected. Hey, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of these sounds are in my are from some of my sample packs, like the Wook pack. The Wook Bass Volume 1 is dropping later this month on my Patreon. The Just Add Sausage Fattener packs are also on my Patreon. Dropped this one last month, which has all these sounds, and then I'm dropping this one this month. $9 a month, bro. It's the fucking move. But yeah, there's some gnarly sounds. I love that one. No worries, dude. Yeah, that one's cool. I love those yours. Heavy Dubstep Volume 1. I'm making sample packs. Like, my life depends on it. Anyway, yeah, I'm just trying to finish this one up, and then I think I'm just gonna do some like random sound design stuff, but I'll show you. It's it's OTT. A lot of OTT. I mean, a lot of these sounds have a ton of, like, I do a ton of the actual like effects processing and stuff in Serum. So, but always use Sausage Fattener. I've got just a little bit on there. OTT almost 50% with a 7.5 dB output. I'm running this EQ, so it's cutting at like 81 with a bit of a slope, so it's got a bit of body. I cut the sub a little bit higher too, but there's a little bit of crossover. I do mid side so I can get a really clean side signal. I cut the side signal at like 180 hertz. And then I run it through K-Clip and just fucking boost it until it's clipping. Like, let's see. And like that bass is like -4 LUFS for my bass channel. It's clipping 12 dB. Then the main, my total LUFS is like 2. 1.8. Yeah, I cut all sides. So like even on my master, yeah, every single channel I'm always cutting sides at 180. So it's literally just mono down below, but it keeps it just clean as fuck. Yeah, dude. Well, okay, Max, here's the thing, bro. If you look at the people, it's not about talent at all. This is not a talent-based thing. This is a learned skill. There is just a fuckload of things that you need to learn. And once you learn them, then you're kind of there, you know? Yeah, there's like some inherent like desire for musical kind of exploration and stuff. And if you don't have the musical bone, I don't think it's going to work for you. But if you've got the musical bone, you can totally learn how to do this shit. And it's like, if you get the right mentors and you just have like the right people around you and you learn the right things and ignore the wrong things, and like, cause there's most, yeah, I'm always musically boning, dude, for real. There's a lot of people that will lead you down the wrong paths when you're trying to like get to a specific place. What I would highly suggest, the easiest way, there you go. Yeah, it is time intensive, but if you know what you want to make, you know, okay, I want to make dubstep. Fucking look at what other people are doing. Figure out, okay, what are the like main pillars of dubstep? What are the things that I've got to hit for this song to be dubstep? And make sure you're hitting all those, and just focus on hitting those pillars initially. Make the most generic dubstep song. But if you can figure out how to hit all of those individual pillars that are like, this is the foundation of the genre, then your creative freedom is just infinite. You can explore however you want, because it's like, you're always going to have a strong foundation and it's going to fit in there. I think a lot of people just get lost because they don't work on the fundamentals initially, and then they just get lost in the sauce of trying to be too creative initially and not actually like learning, like there's certain techniques and like strategies that will help you make better music and allow you to be more creative, so you're not slogged down by all this like bullshit teaching style. Because dude, if you ever want to learn about, I do mentorships and shit for people, and I teach people how to do this shit. So anyway, I want to bump this tune for some new people that just hopped in here. You guys want to hear this? You want to hear this weird shit I've been cooking? I also got to figure out what I need to fix. I feel like there's a couple parts that flack it, but we'll see. Shout out Liney.
Bass Surgeons.
I'll get into that hi-hat thing in just a second. Fucking banger. Am I doing more song reviews? I will be. I'm gonna be doing separate song review streams, separate like sound design and like music production streams. But hey, appreciate it so much. Yeah, dude. Thank you, dude. It's crazy. That shit's almost like 85K plays or something. Blew up, bro. Thank you so much for all the support on that. Tips for hi-hats. Hey, thanks for the follow. Tips for hi-hats. Like sound wise or like rhythm wise? Juliana, can we be friends? What the fuck? Yes, it actually does yoy. Yes. Can we be friends? What the fuck? Yeah, of course. So yeah, I mean, you kind of, so if you think about like a measure as having 4 beats, you can have like quarter note hi-hats, which are like, these are quarter note hi-hats. Well, actually, no, I think these are technically, no, yeah, these are quarter note hi-hats. You could have 8s, which are like half of that. Oops. Which would be like, I usually find that like the hi-hats keep the groove. So depending on how like fast you want your song to sound or how slow you want it to sound, fit those hi-hats in there. So like I want kind of that. The hi-hat should be on like the up. So it's like the downbeat is this kick. And then the second, then there's kind of this like in the middle beat, which is that hi-hat. So it's that booch, 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 booch. So the hi-hat keeps you like grooving. And that same concept is very much also applied when you're like making like dubstep and shit, and you have like a big, long, sustained bass. You'll often hear like a kind of a like a gun bass or something like hit the offbeat. What's up, Kev? Hit the offbeat, and it'll fucking that's like what keeps the groove. The kick makes your head go down. The snare or the offbeat makes it go back up. Snare makes it go down. Kick makes it go back, or then the offbeat and then kick, offbeat, snare, offbeat, kick, offbeat, snare, offbeat. That's how like I think about that. So, but then you can also do like triplet patterns. Like if you want to, then you'd use like a triplet pattern with the hi-hats. But yeah, so like this one has like just a really, I can play like just the drums. So it's got that kind of like that bass camp album. Oh, yeah, add me on Discord. It's just Bass Surgeons. Triplet bass gunner, one player with sus. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it does. Yeah, doing, and like I think of like hi-hats sometimes often actually follow a very similar like pattern to your bass sounds. And you can kind of think about them in the same way. Like basses often fill the role of hi-hats in like traditional music, like in like traditional rap and stuff. Hi-hats are usually doing what bass sounds end up doing in EDM. Okay, there's this one part of this second drop that I need to figure out real quick. Hold on. Do you use OBS to stream and make vids? I actually use TikTok Live Studio. I use OBS to stream on Twitch, but like I'm so bad about streaming on Twitch because I just get like no viewers, and it's usually just a waste of time. I'll stream on Twitch when I'm bigger, but like TikTok right now is the move. What's up, Richard Carter? Wish you were Richard Finger. No, I'm just kidding. You're perfect just as you are, bro. Yeah, no, TikTok Live Studio though. It's good. It's really easy to use. It's not too complicated. We're almost at 10K followers, guys. Fucking crazy. Sounds like hey, nice, dude. Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm gonna have to check that shit out. I'm terrible about like actually scrolling on TikTok. I hardly ever look at anybody else's posts, and then they just like post and then fucking leave the app. But sometimes I see some stuff, so that's awesome, man. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think I'm pretty happy with this. Hey, what's up, Kayak? How you doing? Bones, what's good, bro? Welcome. I'm low-key pretty fucking stoked with this. I think I might be done. I just need to check some like.
Let's leave your girl with her friends, cause it's 11:30 and the club is jumping. Ladies, leave your man at home. The club is full of ballers and they pockets full grown. And all you fellas, leave your girl with her friends, cause it's 11:30 and the club is jumping. Ladies, leave your man at home. The club is full of ballers and they pockets full grown. And all you fellas, leave your girl with her friends, cause it's 11:30 and the club is jumping. Ladies, leave your man at home. The club is full of ballers and they pockets full grown. And all you fellas, leave your girl with her friends, cause it's 11:30 and the club is jumping.
Bass Surgeons.
Hey, thanks so much. ProQ and so game changer. Yeah, ProQ's great. Do I think Pro Clip is worth it? I honestly don't. Do I have it? I might have it. Yeah, I don't use it. No lie. I use K-Clip. I use K-Clip and Pro L. I don't know. I have it. I have the full like just Fab Filter suite, but I don't use some of the things like Saturn 2 or fucking. I need to fuck around with Volcano. But yeah, Pro Q is insane. Pro L is like one of the best. Pro L's the shit. I'm just trying to get this intro. I'm just trying to get this loud.
The club is full of ballers and they pockets full grown. And all you fellas, leave your girl with her friends, cause it's 11:30 and the club is jumping. Ladies, leave your man at home. The club.
Or wait, Pro C. That is Pro C. Is that not fucking? Oh, this is the Fab Filter compressor. I don't use this one either. I don't have Pro Clip then. Is Pro Clip from Fab Filter? I thought this was Pro Clip. I just didn't. I literally never used the the compressor either. No, it's not original. This is Jump Bros by Liney. Well, it's Jumpin' by fucking Fifth Harmony, the OG. But then the flip is Jump Bros by Liney. He flipped that and then put the Super Smash Bros. Battle theme like melody and used that, and then I just flipped it. I flipped his flip basically. So it's a flip. Bag has also done a sick flip of this, but I wanted to do my own because I fucking love Jump Bros. That original track is so good. Funny, the whole original tune is the main bass is just a sine wave, or sorry, not a sine wave. It's an init saw. It's literally just Serum init saw. Definitely go check it out. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude. That'd be sick. That'd be fucking sick. Okay, I think I'm gonna open up. Dude, yeah. It's always a banging sound. Put a little fucking OTT on that bitch. Saturate it up real good. I've got a funky like Wook tune that I'm supposed to be working on with a buddy, so I'm gonna attempt to make a sample pack tonight in the next like hour or two. We're just making Wook sounds. I love my sound design environment. I also have some bullshit I made in here. Making crazy stains? Hell yeah, bro. I'm literally just gonna use this like pattern as just some context for whatever we end up making here. All right. Let's do some Wook. Let's do some Wook design. I'm feeling like like an LS Dream flutter. Squelchy 3 is good for sustains. Yeah, that shit's pretty dope. Let's get some. AG showed me how to use it. Huh. That's dope. That's low-key kind of sick. I kind of like that. Kind of cool. Yeah, I kind of wanted the. I'm kind of feeling the more like the softer type of thing here, I think. But I could throw combs on here and just see what that does. Why not? It's kind of fun. I'll throw a phaser on here for you guys. Also, by the way, all these sounds that I'm making tonight are going to be on my Patreon if you guys are interested in checking that out. So just using it on B can be. Oh yeah, that's not bad. Well, B's just only for FM right now. So if I turn on, actually, I might want to do another. Let me turn that phaser off for a second. I don't know. I'm just fucking around. For FM, I'm using warped. Yeah, that's valid. I'm not a big harmonic series kind of guy. So like sometimes, but I feel like that technique is sometimes a little overused. So sometimes I find it leads to a more standard sound if I'm looking for something weird, or I try to like branch out to weird things. There's that. That's it. Book Bass Volume 2. We're already on to Volume 2. I haven't even released Volume 1, and I'm already making 2. Wind chime. I don't know. Anyway, new sound. I want to make some like, okay, Squelchy. What were you saying? Squelchy 3? And just doing like crazy shit with the LFO or with the wavetable position. I am fucking I'm doing sound design. I'm working on sample packs and preset packs on my Patreon. So I'm just doing sound design, but I just have some like bullshit in the background that's just kind of, it's just context for the sounds. So, I'm a diode. Okay. Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay. I see you. I see you. Yeah. Yeah, that's super crunchy. Bunch of OTT. Hold on. Yeah, I can hear the stash in there hella. Yeah, I could do like I could do a cool little flow with this. That's chunky as fuck. Yeah, I wonder what with some FM. Hold on. Dude, it's crazy because like the amount of different sounds you can make from just each individual wavetable is like infinite. And then it's like there's all these different wavetables that all have their own infinite little fucking possibilities. Yeah, this is dope as fuck. Wow. This could be a cool little flow. Hold on. I don't actually have these OTTs turned on. They're just like in this channel. I'm not doing sound design with other bullshit on attached. No post-processing. White noise. Fundamental distortion. Yeah, dude. There's some cool shit you can do. We could add some on there. There's so many different weird, like, dude, I don't even mess around with white noise that much. I could mess around with some combs, yeah. Dude, this is a hella stash. Yeah, white noise in the right, if it's used right, it's super effective. If it's used wrong, it will fucking totally ruin a song. Because I feel like if you're not balancing it properly, or it's not like it doesn't have its own space to fit, like if you have too much going on and the white noise doesn't have its own like space to sit, it'll just muddy everything. But hell yeah. Everything I touch becomes a yoy. That means on prime. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, and that's like, yeah, you can do a lot with that. All right. Wookyoy. Thanks, bro. Yeah. I don't usually get into it, to be honest. I get caught up in all the other 1.5 million other things to do. We're gonna call this one Stash, but with no V. All right, let's get Swamp affiliated, bro. I want to get Froggy. No, Sam's too much. Lol. Alright, let me get rid of this fucking LFO automation. Yep. I want to make some, like, freaky shit. Let's make this one longer so we can really get the full shebang here. Hey, what's up? Space Wisdom is wild. How you doing? What's up, Xerxes? My boy Austin. How's life, brother? This is gonna be a weird one. I have a feeling. I need some like supporting fundamental, I feel like. Yeah, bro, you don't gotta do all that all the time. Something to be said about just some really clean, weird shit. Dude, it is a fucking grind. Froggy indeed. Hey, what's up, Rex? Yeah, I might even do OTT. I love OTT. If you don't know about Ableton's built-in OTT preset, you're fucking missing out. This shit is so goated. You know what? There's something to be said about extremely simple sound design. Yeah. Yeah, I do mentorships. Sign up with the Calendly link in my bio. If you want, I do discounts the more sessions that you want to do. So if you want to book like 3, I'll give you a discount. If you want to book 5, I'll give you a bigger discount. You know, if you want me to write out a music production trajectory for you, I can do that. I write curriculums for people, and I'm already working with a couple of consistent clients, and I'm doing like 5 lessons, I can basically get someone from knowing, you know, a base amount to be able to, you know, make their own tune. The Gorilla T compressor. No one has given me the Gorilla T compressor. Okay, say less. That's pretty dope. Fuck it. That's all you need to make a good sound, bro. That and a good sub and you're set. You don't need to. Sometimes you can avoid the frou-frou. Sometimes bullshit makes things too complicated. Focus on what really matters, not the. There's a lot of noise that people try to send your way about how to do things the right way. Or you need this preset. You need this plugin. You need a synth. You need an EQ, you need a clipper, and you need a limiter, and you can make every fucking song in the entire world. I swear to God. That's all you need. This one's going to be called Wiznit. Gnarly. This one's a fun. True button. And also another really true thing is you can do a lot of your like post-processing and shit within your synth, like Serum and stuff. Like you can do your compression, you can do all that shit. Like most of all that sits outside of Serum for me is like EQ, limiter, or compressor, or you know, OTT, maybe sausage fattener because that's not in there. But OTT is in Serum now, so it's like I just use it in Serum a lot of the time. I don't even do external because it's just easier. It keeps it more concise. And then those presets, like the patches that I'm giving you guys, instead of having to put OTT on them yourself, there's just already OTT on them for you. So it's like better end result for everybody involved. I made tea 4 hours ago and put it in this fucking thermos. And then, how did I even begin to learn about producing? I got FL Studio. I started in like GarageBand for like a week, and then I was like, oh shit, I need more than this. So then I got FL Studio and just started watching YouTube. Started watching fucking Kyle Makes Beats or whatever. Kyle Beats, fucking Servita Music. Shout out Servita Music, shout out Kyle Beats. Y'all got me where I'm at for real. Nick Mira. I was like really into like rap at the time, so I was like making like trap beats and shit, and they were trash, unlistenable. But this was back in like 2017, and then I kind of learned a little bit, but there was just so much to possibly learn that I just like didn't know where to really. I don't know. I didn't really have much direction at the time, and then so I kind of just took a break for like a year or two during COVID, and then after COVID, I gotten like back into EDM and dubstep and shit, and I was like, okay. So then I kind of started looking up resources on like how to make a specific type of music. So I was like, how do you make dubstep? And I started looking at all my favorite producers and or DJs and whatever, and I was like, okay, this is what they're doing, and I just tried to copy them initially. I was trying to figure out basically if I could favorite type of tracks I like to produce, like wonky shit most of the time. I can show you guys some other random stuff I've been working on. There's some like super wonky rhythm. But I was like, okay, how do they do this? And then I started figuring out like little snippets of like certain things that they did, and I was like, okay, now I understand how to apply that to my own. And then yeah, but the way that I would, and then I eventually like I focused way too much on the creativity side of it initially, didn't learn any fucking fundamentals. Like it was, my beats were like unlistenable. Like I had really cool creative ideas, but like I wasn't hitting any quality standard, any industry standard, any sort of like this is gonna sound good at a show. And so it didn't really matter that I was making super creative stuff because it wasn't playable. So then I actually went back and like learned the fundamentals, and then it really pulled together. I'm using Ableton. Funny enough, though, I used FL Studio for like 6 years, but I switched to Ableton earlier or I guess last year, and it was best decision I made. This is some crazy wonky rhythm that I actually made on stream. Some of you guys might have watched me make this, but
let's play a game. All right. Count of 3. Name your favorite dinosaur. Don't even think about it. Just name it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Velociraptor.
Favorite non-pornographic magazine to masturbate to?
Good Housekeeping.
You were a chick. The one guy you sleep with.
John Stamos.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
Do you want to go do karate in the garage?
Yup.
Huh?
It's that fucking Catalina wine mixer. Did I hear a drill?
Dale, no power tools.
Knocking.
That looks like what you'd buy from a store.
I've been having a lot of fun making like weird rhythm like that. Hey, no worries, bro. Have a good enjoy dinner, bro. Take it easy. Yeah, I've been enjoying making the weird rhythm. I love making like I love making my like 140 wonky like OG old school ganja white night dubstep. Like that's honestly where my heart really is. I'll show you. This is a flip of Come Around by Collie Buds that I'm working on. Actually, I posted about it, so some of you might have seen it, but if you haven't seen it, we're doing a little Palo Santo. Oh, I love how this shit smells. Anyway, this is a banger. Yeah. Or I'll just, here we go. Hey! I've seen him like 10, I think, baby.
when me say, finally the herbs come around. The high grade when I look for me get it by the pound, yeah. Sweet sense when you come around. Me a take a little chat and pass it around town. Finally the herbs come around. The high grade when I look for me get it by the pound, yeah. Sweet sense when you come around. Me a take a little chat and pass it around town. Finally the herbs come around. The high grade when I look for me get it by the pound, yeah. When the herbs come around, I'm jam one tune, that's all it from the sound.
Bass Surgeons.
Anyway, yes, 100%. It's all scratch. I release preset packs on my Patreon all the time. So, oops, I didn't mean to do that. This one I dropped last month. These are all, it's like 80 plus sounds. I think it's like 100 actually. This one I'm dropping this month, which is like another, I think this is like 85 sounds or something. All sounds that I've used in like my own songs and stuff. This one I'm dropping this month too. This is for my premium members for my Patreon. I do like exclusive 25 sound sample packs. I got a rhythm one that I'm dropping. We're working on the Wook Bass 2 tonight. OTT Monsters. I'm working on a heavy dubstep one. I got a bunch of different stuff. So yeah. And pretty much every single song I'm doing, like, I just start from scratch because I find I figured out. So yeah, let me walk you through some of that stuff. Don't save changes. Yeah, I'm busy, bro. I be cooking. It's all I do. Except for work my 9 to 5 still. From like 9 to 5 p.m. I'm working my job, and then from like 5 to 2 every night I'm working on music. So it be the grind. If this will load. Basically, to walk you through kind of the initial thought when I go to making a sound is like, okay, what kind of wavetable is gonna create this sound? So if we think about like, for example, let me just put some other stuff over here so we have some context here. So like you have these different default kind of shapes here, which kind of, there's a bunch of different types, but this is a sawtooth wave. This has a lot of harmonics within it's the most like harmonically rich sound, so it's going to be really going to sound really full. It's got even and odd harmonics, so it has that fundamental tone, and then it also has like kind of the harmonics that make it more expansive. Then you have sine wave, which is the cleanest sound, very smooth, doesn't have any sort of like harshness to it. This is really good for like smooth wubs and like really big expansive stuff. Saws are really good for a lot of different things. Honestly, you can make a ton of different sounds out of saws. You're always going to get a really rich sound when you use a saw though. Triangle is a little bit like, it's in between a saw and a sine, so it's kind of got a little bit of that. It's got a little bit of the buzz, but it's got an even amount of like smooth to it too. So this is really good for like flutes or like flutter basses, other things like that. This is kind of like a distorted saw. You can hear it's got a little bit more of like, that was a weird melody that I didn't mean to play. That was weird that I did that. It's, you know, it's got some different stuff, but it's got a little bit more of that like hollow sound. And then you get into what's called the square, which is really hollow. And it's basically because it's all odd harmonic frequencies, which create that kind of hollow sound because there's no fundamental tone. It's all like increments of like 2, 4, 6, 8, rather than like 1, 3, 5. This is some real nerd shit. So based off what sound you're trying to get to, you pick an initial sound. If you want to do some more like growls and like things that have a lot of like texture, you might pick like a one of these spectral sounds that's got a lot of this stuff in it, because when you automate that stuff with like a wavetable or with a LFO, you get that like growly kind of sound, and you can almost visually see, okay, this is how this is going to sound, because it's kind of got that like row, row kind of look to it, you know? So yeah, so when you're going to make a sound, you pick the wavetable first, and that will help you determine like what you're going to make. Like if you're going to make a yoys typically use square waves. So like I'd use a square wave here and then do the rest of this shit. I can show you how to make a yoy real quick. Bandpass filter, turn your resonance up, turn this cutoff down a little bit, put it on an LFO. Boom. Basically already a yoy. Needs a little bit more of the emphasis on the yoy. So we'll do a little distortion. Downsample is kind of the classic yoy sound, and it gets you that. Boom. Not chorus. Throw some OTT. And then based on this wavetable, you're gonna have very different sounds, but you kind of think about like when I'm going to make a certain specific sound, like a growl or a yoy or whatever, I almost have like a mental template of like, oh, this is the filter that's going to create that sound. Like for rhythm sounds, it's like usually like comb filters and stuff that you're using. So what the best thing to do typically is to watch other people do sound design. And when you see them make a sound that you like, try to figure out what the consistencies are there. When somebody's making a gun bass, what's the consistency? Are they always using distortion? Are they always using this type of like LFO shape? Like, so, you know, finding a good mentor, or, you know, like I have a sound design Patreon where like most of what I do on Patreon is just show how to make shit like this. $9 a month. I post 2 videos a week talking about how to make different sounds. And I'm just kind of showing off the whole process of that. And then, you know, you kind of, I mean, that's kind of how I learned, was just by watching other people do it. And then I was like, okay. So yeah, there's a lot to it. But, anyway, yeah. So that's kind of a short rundown about how I went about making sounds. Is I learned what wavetables made what sounds. I watched what people were doing to make those sounds. And then I kind of put together oops, it's making me do a live inactivity detected. Bro, I'm yapping. What are you talking about, inactivity? I haven't stopped talking. Yeah, so anyway, that's my yap about sound design. Anyway, let's get back to making some, well, I think I had some froggy shit I was working on up here. Let's see. Yeah. Filters. Yeah. Filters, effects, you know, certain distortion, like downsample is like, it's the yoy distortion. Like if you want to make yoys, use downsample. And there's a couple of techniques to use it that will get slightly different results, but it's all going to kind of lead to a similar place. So. Subzart. Ben. It's kind of a good little, like, intrusion bass. Can you show the entire wavetable of 01? What do you mean? Oh yeah, hold on. Let me pull that up in just a second. I'm just gonna throw this in here. Like this, like in 3D. Hey, what's up, Seraphim? How you doing, bro? Pretty dope. Um, do some like really kind of something here. Basically, my sound design includes OTT and sausage fattener and more OTT. And dispersers, but not for Serum packs because Serum doesn't have a disperser built into it, which it desperately needs, bro. A little laser. Not quite, really. If we do this, though. Yeah. Kind of does. It does a similar thing. It's not quite the same. It's pretty good, though. Nothing wrong with that. Putting this in the heavy dubstep. Ray Gun Mark III. Pretty dope. Love a good laser. All right, we need some wonk. I forgot this fucking existed. This fucking, it's like a pre-built Yoi, bro. Yoi 64. It's crazy because that's what that looks like, is what downsample distortion is doing to a harmonic series sine wave. Is that same type of thing. It's just putting those little like steps in it. But if I put like a, no, if I put a bandpass, or actually we could do formant. Let's do some weird shit. It's so quiet because it's, hold on. Let's do some, we can do more downsample. Fuck it. Can't go wrong with too much downsample. Actually, you might be able to go wrong with too much downsample. It's already technically downsampled, so. Let's go format 1. Yeah. FM on a sign from a square. Yeah. What's up, Exotech? Thanks for the follow. For Vero, thanks for the follow, guys. Appreciate y'all. I wonder what. That's fucking gross. Sheesh. That's very nice. I think it needs more OTT. Yes, it always needs more OTT. Dude, honestly. Dude, sound design is not that hard, guys. Just kidding. It takes a very long time. That's fucking stupid. I love it. What are we putting this on? Probably the, I feel like this is like a Wook. This is a Wook Yoi. Wook 2 underscore. What are we calling this one? Oh, I forgot to number all these. Fuck. No, I'm not gonna remember how many there are. Hey, thanks for 2026, bro. Appreciate it. Monkey, welcome to the live. Monkey or Moki F. What are we calling this one, guys? I need some suggestions. Call it. I need like snort. Stupid. Love it. Could do like a kind of sustain sort of. Do some. Literally, like, the secret is find interesting textures within wavetables and then just beef it up with OTT. That's it, bro. This is all the sauce. I'm just giving it away. Go a little FM. Not from B, we'll go FM from C. Sine. Or just make a macro. FM. That's dope. I love that. Throw a little reverb. We can even throw could throw another fucking diffuser on it. I just put the mix on another one. Dude. I wonder how long I've been muted for. I think it was just a second. I think I just accidentally hit my page down button, but I just noted I was muted. I just noticed I was muted. Oh no. I don't think I was muted for that long. We're gonna call this one Finite. It's a dope name, dude. You're getting a sound named after you. Cool. I want frog. Yeah, that could work. I might do some bend. If I ever find that a sound is like too expansive and doesn't like have enough kind of like fundamental tonality to it, bend is really good to like just, you can either stretch it apart or bring it together. So bend is pretty cool. Womp womps. Womp womps indeed. If you aren't compressing your compression, what are you even doing, bro? Let's try some like weird flanges on this. Yeah, I like that one. I'm not sure if I really need to do anything else. Very easy to overcomplicate sounds and make them too much. How often do live stream? I stream like maybe try to do at least once a week. I'm trying to do more often, but huge question that no one's taking seriously. What you got? Yeah. That could be dope as fuck. I think it's actually a great idea. Flipping a fucking beatboxing tune. That'd be insane. That's a great idea, dude. Yeah. Hey, thanks for the follow. Yeah, that'd be dope. Like fucking trying to think of some shit. That one by Azelf, or that's a Pokemon. What's his fucking name? It's that Italian dude. He's like a demon. He's insane, bro. He's so good. Yeah, dude. Like some of that shit is so cool, and nobody like, yeah, dude. Um. That's pretty dope. We're getting through though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. More to make. What's up, bad mofo? Let's see what I want to do here. I want to do something with a sign. Maybe just some like PD. Let's go FM. Here for critique. Hey, what's up, Fanny? How you doing, bro? Sounds good, bro. Hey, thanks for the follows, guys. I want to take a little break from this and play you guys some shit. Finny, you're gonna fucking lose it. Do you have a SoundCloud link you can email me? Yeah, could you email me it? Bass Surgeon's music. I'm gonna play this shit real quick. This is my flip of Liney's flip. Flip the flip.
Bass Surgeons.
Check my link tree. What a fucking banger. I'm so hyped on this one. Actually, while I'm here, I need to export this. Yes, replace it. Yes, sir. Well, actually, shout out Liney for that melody. I just put my own basses and shit, but that's his, you know. He came up with it. Well, technically, actually, that's the Super Smash Bros. Battle theme song melody that then Liney put over fucking Jumpin' by fucking, what is it, Fifth Harmony or some shit? And then I flipped Liney's flip. The flip got flipped. We're flipping the flips, bro. Electronics in the background. Hey, let's go. Thanks, fam. Appreciate it. I'm super hyped on it. Great tune. I was up till like 6:30 a.m. cooking it the night before a show that I actually played on Friday. But yeah. Freddy, if you're still in this chat, bro, email me a SoundCloud or Google Drive link or something. Let me listen to your tune. I want to hear it. Trying to think if I have anything else to show you guys. Dude, almost at 90K. What the fuck? It's bassurgentsmusic@gmail.com. Damn, you guys are popping off. Thank you so much for all the support on these. I can't believe the Ellie Goulding one's almost at fucking 60K. Nuts. You guys are insane. Some of you have played some of these songs like a couple hundred times. Like, I genuinely, dude, let's give some real shout outs here real quick. Let's give some shout outs. Shout out Rainbow Brain, 227 plays, Mindfuck, 138, Mirror, 128. Shout out Avery, who doesn't have, she's my photographer and she doesn't have TikTok anymore, so she can't come to streams, but she got 229 plays. Shout out, you guys. Okay. I'm definitely gonna fucking like dox myself. All right. This is my boy Finney and Jonathan from Something Electric. We're gonna bump one of their tunes real quick.
Always trying to prosper. Yeah, we bitches rock. All clever like a Pele. Straight from Funky Penny. Yeah, I got a whole lot of children, but I'm not intended. I was overseas out in Japan. Money pink like salmon. Pink bandana, pink Range Rover. Shit, I look like Cameron. Pink sapphire, it's like give me cancer. Pink like I be cancer. I just left Barbados with my fan. Watching greedy tennis. Can't about that motherfucking action. With this shit. Ain't about the motherfucking action. With this shit. Close up down with the motherfucking action. With this shit. Like 5 pair jeans and motherfucking fashion.
Attention.
Dude. Okay. The flow is fire. Dude. You're cooking, bro. Can I escape this, please? Thank you. You're cooking, dude. The flow is so on point. I think the only things I would say, just like the overall like loudness of the mix definitely needs some work. Your kick and snare are not coming through very well. So maybe either just bumping the volume up on those samples, or if you're not side chaining them, making sure they're side chained. Yeah. This isn't necessarily, I'm doing this just for my buddy real quick. I'm sorry. I need to sidechain. That's where you'll come through. I do sound design streams or like, music review streams, usually once a week on Tuesdays, typically. So, I don't want to start reviewing a couple people's songs and then end up having to review everybody's. I feel bad. I'm sorry. But if you could stop by on Tuesday, probably around 6 p.m., I should be streaming again, and then you can submit some stuff. I just wanted to listen to that real quick. I was supposed to hang out with them, but just was too exhausted on Saturday to do that. But Steve, come by on Tuesday, and I'll take some listens to your tracks. So, and yeah, excited to hear the rest of that, Finney. That shit's cooking, bro. Okay, let's get back to the lay sound design. You guys should definitely go check my Patreon if you haven't for any kind of Serum sound design stuff you might want to learn. I probably have a video about making that exact bass or preset or whatever the fuck on there. I drop all my preset packs, all my sample packs, $9 a month. You get like, dude, it's honestly so underpriced. But you should go check it out if you haven't already. Dude, just kind of a big Big FM wub. Let's put some. What am I looking for? Reverb. Maybe you can do a chorus. I know we're just doing sound design, but I love writing little flows just for the hell of it. It's good practice. Simple, easy sine waves, bro. That's all you need sometimes. Simple FM web. If you guys have any requests for sounds that you want to see me make, please let me know in the chat, and I will be happy to try out some shit if you guys want to see some stuff. But in the topic of like how much just like the wavetable will change a sound, like this is just kind of a wub template, if you will, and then you can kind of put any wavetable into that and, you know, turn it into a totally different sound. So you can even save like effects chains in fucking this shit now. It's like I have like it's like a growl bass like filter kind of like preset pack, and if I just throw a couple of things on a couple of different parameters here, and I pull up a better wavetable. I don't like that one. I already have like a dope sound because I saved a preset of like, okay, these are effects that typically go on growls, so I'm just gonna put all of those in one, and then it's, you know, then I can just create a little bit easier and not be so worried about doing some of the back end work all the time, you know. So those are kind of things that I like set up for myself to help the creative process flow a little bit better if I ever find myself like stuck, you know. Right, another little. Hey, Romo, I was just talking about you a couple days ago. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've been good too. Would love to hang out sometime soon. I've just been fucking busy as shit, so I haven't made time. It's been a crazy couple of months. Oh no, it's nothing bad. I was just talking about you. Me and Avery, I was just saying that we miss hanging out with you, and would love to see you sometime. So yeah, just hoping you're doing good. It's kind of a fun sound. Yeah, absolutely. You going to any shows soon? I will. Yeah. No, I literally don't have any well, actually shows like my shows don't have anything booked right now yet, but I know that'll change. It always does. But I'm not really going to like any other people's shows until like April. That's pretty dope. Sounds good. I'll let you know. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Fucking gnarly. What's up, John? Mm-mm. What's like some weird... Trying to find some like weird table that I just like never use. Let's do like something that like evolves. Yeah. Hey, thanks. Yeah. Got some pretty cool towers. Like a fucking crazy Reese. Yeah, I like this. It's pretty gross. Hey, that's wild, bro. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Yeah, we got to make that happen. I would love to. I'm so swamped down with projects right now that it's probably going to be like a good 2 or 3 months before I can actually start anything else because I've got like 8 songs with this one guy that I'm trying to finish. Like it's virtually like a fucking album and we just started them and I've got a ton going on. So I'm trying to like pace myself with the projects, but if we can find some time to hang out, we should definitely work on that and see what we can make happen. Froggy. Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, I'll absolutely shoot you a text. Dude, this pack's coming along pretty good. With the FM wub. Got that. Hey, what's up, Noah? I've accidentally made like 5 sustains for this pack. But they could all be turned into just like you can turn them into whatever you want. Crazy. This first pack has some really cool stuff in it too. Anyway, let's get to making more sounds. What's some weird shit in the depths of these packs? Subby roller. Very, very shiny. Okay, doesn't want to work. Do a little bend. We love bend. Yeah, it's gonna be. Do some white noise maybe on it. just gonna need to OTT it. Low distortion first. Hey, thanks, bro. Romo, have a good night. I'll see you around. I responded to that so late. My bad. I got locked in. Honestly, I like it better without the white noise. Yeah, this wavetable's kind of ass. I'm kind of over the signs. They're just kind of right now. What's up, Zoe? Why does this LFO not want to control it? No, it's too short of a sound for any reverb, honestly. Meh. Shit's kind of mid right now. Put this on a longer. I think this might be one of my last sounds for the night. I've been making sounds for like 2 hours straight. And I'm starting to like burn out. I can feel it. or just like the creativity has like run out. I need time to like reset. What are we calling this one? Bingus. Well, anyway. All right, guys. I think I'm going to bounce. I've been on stream for 2 hours, but everybody say bye to YouTube. Say bye, YouTube. All my presets are on my Patreon. If you want to go check out the Patreon, that's where you'll find all my shit. I got sound design tutorials, full song breakdowns, sample packs, like at least once a month, preset packs. I drop 2 sound design videos every week. I do one-on-one lessons if you're interested in learning directly from me. And yeah, anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for all the support. Been popping off recently. Fucking, it's all thanks to you guys. So yeah, this shit means the world. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. So thank you guys. Hope you guys have a great week. I'll be on Tuesday doing some music reviews. So if you want to stop by Tuesday, like 6 p.m. Mountain Time, I'll be on reviewing your guys' music. So if you got tunes you want some direct feedback on, let me know. And yeah, I'll see you guys there. So hope y'all have a good night and peace out.